Alright, good evening everyone. Apologies, it's taken a bit longer than normal to get the stream up and running. I had a little bit of difficulties filing our flight plan, but we are here. Let's just get some things set up. Let's get the boarding underway, and we'll show you a bit around of where we are. So this is the current... I don't know, let's go with that. So this is a test of the new beta for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and this is the new Avionics package. So we're at Dusseldorf Airport at the moment. It's pretty chilled out, pretty quiet, nice summer's evening, and we are flying this tailored British Airways 787-10. I got delivery of FlightSim.2. You can see that someone's added quite a cool little display to the back of it. Looks very Japanese, and we're going to fly this over to London's Heathrow, so about an hour, and it should be fun. The new Avionics are designed to give a bit more flexibility when it comes to flying, and hopefully it will give us a bit more excitement when we fly over. So we don't want to go over there. What it is, it's default as well, so anyone can do this. As long as you've got Microsoft Flight Simulator Deluxe, you'll have this aircraft. So I'm trying to cake it, so if you want to follow along, you'll very much be able to. So yeah, hope everyone's had a good weekend. Let's jump in and get things underway. So, all pretty simple. If you've flown a Boeing before, it's just bigger. That's the only real difference. So let's get some power. We'll start the APU as well, and we'll get the IRSs aligning. Nothing else here for the moment, although we'll turn on the APU generator. Got a number of lights here which we'll need as we go into London. As it gets a bit darker, we'll get all the lights on, close the emergency exit lights. We'll window seat turn on. Let's get the hydraulics in a position that they're ready to go, and we'll put the passenger seatbelt sight on now. We're gonna have to refuel, but we have to do it the manual way in Flight Simulator rather than using something like GSX, so that's all good. Get the fuel pumps going, and the pack's on auto over here. Don't use anything. You can change the cargo temperature if you really feel the need, but you don't have to. And that's kind of it for up here at the moment. We'll come back and put the lights on as we go through. So, see, everything's come to life in the aeroplane, and it all looks pretty good at the moment. So, what we need to do is jump down to these screens here, and this is where you're going to put in the majority of your information. If you're new to us, new to the stream, new to the video, then hit that like button, subscribe, and we do quite a few things on the channel, so you'll be able to hopefully see some things that you've not seen before, or you'll just use it for learning. And we're trying to get you guys up in the air as quickly as possible so you can go for a flight, take on Vatsim, and go from there. So, welcome everyone. So our initial position, we are at Echo Deco Delta Delta Lima. So, Düsseldorf Airport, GPS is automatically populated when you turn the IRSs on. We go to route, so Düsseldorf to Heathrow. The runway in use at Düsseldorf per the ATIS is 05 right, so we can put that in. And our flight number is B8W185. We're always 185 in this channel. To activate that, execute it, and then we go to departure arrival. So, I can actually show you guys here. Let's make sure we got the right flight plan. So, routing, we need the Module 6 Zulu departure, which is here. Execute that. Arrival into Heathrow. It's runway 27 left. And it's the Logan to hotel arrival, which is here. Super simple. Alright, Mr. Turtle. Have a good rest of the weekend. Watch the stream back if you want it, and ask any questions in the comments. Have a good one. So we're all good. Let's put in our route. So go to this page through route. Hit next page. So it already populates your departure, so it ends up at module, which is here. We then need to put in Airways. Zulu 717, and that's to Mass, which is there, and then UM617, UM617 in there to Sogri, and then it's L608, and that goes to Logan. So we'll put in Logan, and then we'll take it out again, and I'll explain why in a second. So, Logan in there, hit execute. So we then go to our legs, so we've got the flight plan in there, but what we will have is two Logans, so you can see there's one here, and if I hit next page, there's one here, so we'll click this, and it goes in the scratch pad, and we'll move it up here, and execute that, and now we've got everything that we need. This does continuity, is the vectors element to in the runway 27 left, and if we want to check that, we can come back up here. Oh, 1 second, and come down here. Let's get that out of the way. Hit plan, and you can see we can adjust our range using this dial here. Let's zoom in. There we go. So you can see our route if we go back previous page and zoom in. Previous page, so we can step through if we want to and go that way. So we're going to take a left turn, fly out across to the east, over the channel, and then in via Logan and into Lambourne, and then you can see from here we'd vector ourselves down to the runway. So all good. In terms of that departure, we've got it here. So there's no real constraints, but you can see initial climb clearance is 5,000, so we'll put that in up here. Beautiful. But there's no real constraints really for us. We go from here, taking a left turn towards Orsov, which you can see here, and then VBAC is in there, then Nitix, and then Modru, flight level 210 above, which is what it's saying, above 21,000 feet when we get to Modru. So that's all good, that's all in there. In terms of where we are parked, we're on this little pier here, so the runway is right behind us. This is 05 right, and we're here, and we're actually parked on Bravo 9, which we can see out here. Very noisy out here. Got V-Pilot fully underway, and the GSX guys are loading up the plane. Baggage is all gone up. Which is cool. This livery is awesome. The only kind of weird thing is the hinge for the door has gone over the word there, British Airways, but it's alright. It looks pretty good to me. Cool. So we're on stand Bravo 9. We do have air traffic control on, so we'll get to them in a second. In terms of fuel, so 11,593, so change this to kilograms. You can see the fuel down here, we're at 50,000 at the moment. That's quite a lot. We don't need that much for where we're going. We'll go down to about, let's say, 17,000. Bump up this payload, and that'll do for us. So we then go into init ref, route, performance init. This auto populates if you click on it, in terms of if you use the fly-by-wire, very similar to that. Reserves 2, 4, 5, let's call it 6 roughly. Cruise altitude today 34,000 feet. And cost index 25. And center of gravity, we just see that. Perfect. In terms of thrust limits, so 265. Takeoff we'll do. Ooh, actually, we can do a bit of derated takeoff. Takeoff flaps 10. That populates if we click that, and then populate these V numbers. So 148 is our V2 speed, which you put in here. Auto throttle on. Don't want to turn the autopilot on, that's the wrong thing, but flight directors can go on. So we've got the 5,000 feet in there. In terms of QNH in Düsseldorf at the moment, it is 1014. So we'll change that to hectopascals, and 1014 is not far off. There we go. And we'll do our minimums when we're up in the air for Heathrow. That's all good. Further down the panel, we'll do our transponder in a second when we contact AGC. But otherwise, I think we are pretty well set up, so pretty quick to get out of here. If you want, there are checklists here that we could go through. So we've got the battery switch. I think we've done external power, he says. Yeah, that's here. And EPU, we've got generators are on, emergency lights are closed, nav, logo, flight directors, seat belts. And transponder will be set in a second. And then before start, we'll go through all this. In terms of the trim, you can see the trim here. We need 5.5. That's the wrong way. Right about there. Perfect. This is 121.6 for Düsseldorf ground. 121.6. And we'll flip-flop that. And then it's 118.3 after that for tower. Let you guys see if I zoom in. There we go. Perfect. Still got people boarding though. big old aircraft, the 787. Ooh, that Lufthansa is doing a wheelie. Perfect. What could go wrong? It's a cool looking aircraft. It's long, it's big. A couple of stragglers coming on at the end. Super. I don't think we need the centre bumps on. Some pretty low frame rates at the moment, but hopefully that will improve as we get out of here.
Request test to runway 05 left. 05 right.
Taxi to 1.1 runway 05 right or Papa 4, Mike, Lima 8.
There we go. Frames are back. And that's the big bonus that everyone's got on board, so we'll request our departure.
Yeah, Lima, taxi to runway 05 right, via Papa 4, Lima 8.
Wing 31 Alpha, new flight plan with destination Salzburg, request again, Cleveland. 331 Alpha, information India, cleared Salzburg, label 9 of departure flight with Wood, camera seat 5000, feet squawk and correction squawk 2035 for your ring. Squawk 2035 and confirm zone 6 departure. Ist wäre not to get him week 2, the 6 departure, otherwise we will manage to be flying up to the north, but we fly to the south to Salzburg. Okay, your wings 31 Alpha is changed, Doden 9, Doden 6 to the departure.
So let's also put in
6 5 2035, Eintäuschen, your wings 31 Alpha, danke dir.
speed restriction there.
Okay, bitte again.
What is the transition level here? 6,000 feet. Nice. Cool. Alright, we'll call for our clearance. Düsseldorf ground, very good evening. Speedbird 185 with you, stand Bravo 9. We've got India and request clearances filed to Heathrow.
Speedbird 185, on flow information. India cleared London Heathrow, Moto 6 for the departure flight level. Number is 5000 feet, squawk 2054.
Cleared to Heathrow by the Module 6 Zulu departure. Initially 5,000 on the SID and squawk 2054, Speedbird 185.
Speedbird 185, good pick, quick.
Cool. So that's our departure clearance. Let's get into transponder, so 2054.
Lufthansa 3 Echo.
And we'll move this to
Tower 112.
TARA.
Lufthansa 3 Echo Lima, contact tower on 118.3.
Okay, so we can go back down to our checklist. So auto throttle is armed, takeoff pizza set, trimmer set, altimeter set. With that, we'll get our lights ready to go. Strobe can come on as well. Super. kind of in terms of where we think we're going to go. We'll be coming out here onto Romeo, I imagine. Be Romeo out to Lima 8. But we will call GSX just now for main pushback and departure. Let's just check the APU's turned off. Not yet, because we haven't started the engines. That's the air bridge being taken away by that very cheery person. Oh, where is he? Yeah, he disappeared. And ground speedbird 185 is ready for a push and start.
Speedbird 185, start up and push back approved.
Start up and pushback approved, speedbird 185. Nice, so he hasn't actually told us where he wants us, which gives us more flexibility.
During Street 1 Alpha, start up push back approved. Start up and push back approved, not available for Avionics.
So he's just getting that. We want our nose left. Oh, where's the tuck? There he is. Oh. So the starters are up here. So let's do the right one. And turn on fuel. And we can stick ourselves in the passenger's position as well. Interesting. Nice work, GSX. That might have been me. Oh, I see what I might do. I might then swing us right round. It's so random, GSX sometimes. Let's go. It's like a merry-go-round. Oh, we'll go with it. Hey, Mr. Turtle. You catch us doing a very weird pushback at the moment. I'm not really sure what's going on, but, you know, all good. Cracking into everything. GSX is doing its thing. We'll see where we end up. Just keep going. There we go, now we're swinging round. That's right, Mr. Turtle.
Düsseldorf ground, the Leipzig 524, stand gate Alpha 3, information 80 on support and requested at RQ to Munich.
This was very strange in terms of taxiing, but, or pushback even.
Leipzig here 524, information India correct. Cleared Munich, Doden 6 Zulu, departure flight on route, climb via 5000 feet, squawk 2072.
We are clear to Munich, flight plan route, Doden.
Well, we made it onto the taxiway, that was good.
Squawk 2072, Leipzig 524.
Leipzig 524, restricted.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's so close to that engine.
Düsseldorf ground, during 1 whiskey kilo turning on Mike.
During 1 whiskey kilo, taxi to gate Alpha 1.
Alright, set park and brake.
Mike, Papa.
Taxi to gate Alpha 10 via Mike, Papa 2, during 1 whiskey kilo.
So let's get LNAV, VNAV. Go flaps 10. Do auto brake RTO. APU can come off, just up here. The speed brake lever can come to armed. Auto brake is RTO, takeoff flaps set, and a taxi light comes on. These are all good. Strobe. Taxi
During
comes on.
3-1 Alpha, taxi to 1 runway 05 right, Papa 1 Mike, 6.
Taxi, Papa 1 Mike, India 60.
Nice, cool. And Speedbird 185 is ready for taxi.
Speedbird 185, taxi to 1 runway 05 right via Romeo, Mike, und einer.
Taxi 05 via Romeo Mike Lima 9er, Speedbird 185. Cool. So we're going to go straight ahead out to this little junction here, take a left and then a right. Alright, let's get out of here. Hey Fly Guy, how's it going? So yeah, we're just taxiing out here. This is the beta version of Microsoft Flight Simulator with the new avionics. I think it makes things, yeah, it's alright, Fly Guy. It's a bit tricky sometimes, it kind of jerks all over the place, so we'll see how we get on. I've flown a couple of times in the 787 and the 747, I'll do a stream on that, but yeah, that's you just got to be ready for what this thing sort of throws at you. We're on Vatsim, so if it gets a bit too hairy, we'll disconnect. It should be fine. So.
During 3-1 Alpha, contact tower 118.3, couldn't switch up.
So there's a Eurowings around here. Cool. Such a nice looking airplane. There's Eurowings taxiing out in the background. I can get rid of this because I know where I'm going, hopefully. Alright, let's speed up a bit. We're crawling along here. It's probably about an hour into London from here, so nice little short flight to try this out on. See how badly we can break it.
With 185, contact tower 118.3.
Over to tower 118.3, thanks for your help. Speed 185. Alright, let's flip-flop that in.
Und die Erhöhung ist 180 Kilos und Block. Vielen Dank fürs Losen und bis zum nächsten.
Oh, that didn't sound good, it was a bit broken.
Allerdings 31 Alpha, say again please, you came in broken again.
It sort of handles the same as the mod, but different fly guy. Like, I think when they get the beta sorted, it should be
Unreadable at
a
the
lot
moment,
better.
31 Alpha.
But it's got some quirks to it, as I said, so we'll see as we fly. You'll see as we shoot up into the air. Okay, so we're coming up to Lima 9. And we'll hold short of here. Come to a slamming halt. Just off tower, very good evening. Speedbird 185 with you, holding Lima 9er.
Speedbird 185, tower, good evening, line up runway 05 right.
Line up 05 right, Speedbird 185. Thank you, just confirm for Speedbird 185, is it over to Unicom after departure?
A firm after departure, monitor Unicom.
Thanks for your help on that, thanks. Lining up 05 right, Speedbird 185. Yeah, I think they've got a bit of time to get it sorted, Fly Guy, and it's the working title.
And Speedbird 185, the wind is 030 degrees, 6 knots, 05 right, clear for takeoff, bye bye.
Clear for takeoff, 05 right, thanks for your help, Speedbird 185. So, in Germany, they hand you off automatically, so we get to do our own thing. Alright, let's advance the throttles. Get our landing lights switched on, always forget to do that. And we'll go to Toga. And away we go. That's V1. Ooh, what happened there? That was no good, guys. Ah, man. I'm not sure what happened there, guys. It just shot up massively. I didn't do anything. Well, that's a crash. we might have to scrap this one, guys. But we'll do it again hopefully soon. That was so random. I've seen that actually on the forums for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah, well, Flag Guy, the first one you've ever caught, and we've managed to absolutely destroy it. I wonder what we can do. Hold on. That was out of control. If you rewind the stream, you can see just what happened. It just absolutely shot up like like a rocket. Amazing. What can I do instead? Let's see. Ah, that's really annoying. It's never done that with me before. What we could do, right, if we're very quick, what we can do is probably do it off Vatsim and just see if it works a second time. If not, I'll post this on the forums and people can use it as a reason not to get the beta. It's definitely not done that with me before. Yes. I'm gonna blame you, Fly Guy. That's the first time you've been live here, and it's never happened before. Well, here we are back on the ground. We won't do all the GSX stuff. Yeah, Fly Guy, you've got to be sort of cognizant that these things can happen. Like, it's alright, these things happen, but it can be a bit frustrating when you want to stream it. So yeah, Mr. Turtle, thanks for joining, mate. We'll probably see what we can do here. Alright, let's turn that on. Let's turn that on. Usually my streams are a lot more smooth than this. They don't, well, I don't tend to crash the aircraft, which, you know, is slightly unusual. Let's get these on. I might see if I can quickly taxi out and see if it does the same thing. And we can always join Vatsim again if we really need to. Let's just turn everything on here. Get here. Bear with while I do this really quickly and see if we can get to a position where we can get out of here and back onto Vatsim, because it was Unicom once we took off, so yeah, that's normally how my streams went. 185, there we go. Departure, arrival. Oh, well, 05. Right. Let's activate that and execute. Departure was... Thanks, Fly Guy. At least we can use this to point people in the direction when they look on the forum, that they can use it to diagnose any bugs. It's definitely, if you go on the Microsoft Flight Simulator forum, they definitely have this as one. Oh, 717. Mass. Sorry. Lima 608. And then Logan. It's gonna be the fastest turnaround ever. Execute that. Legs. Move that Logan up to that Logan. Execute. Cool. Let's do fuel. Let's do about that. Lovely. We'll just go 2000 for the transponder. so we're going up 340 here. That's that. That is, I want to say 6 from our last flight. Let's do that. Cost index 25. That's that. That's that. Execute that. Thrust limit. Let's do 65 degrees. 10%. Take off. Flaps 10. And click on that and that. That and that. 144. Oh, this is a nice sunset. 144. Flight director on. Auto throttle on. RTO down here. Stab trim. Should be 5.5 again. Right. Actually trim 3.5, that's interesting. That feels really low. So I could go outside. No, okay, cool. Beautiful. Quickest turnaround ever. Okay, cool. Oh, let's see if it does the weird pushback again. Change HPA 1015. So, let's see what happens this time around. Let's be quick and do a dual start here. Seemed to work better than last time as well. That's good. Yeah, it keeps it quick, fly guy. I mean, let's see what happens. We're off Vatsim now, so we can't cause any chaos. And for anyone joining us, if you want to see how the startup's done, just go back to the video at the beginning, because we did it properly then, but we're just trying to do this quickly now. Sim looks really good though. Alright, let's not go too far back though, otherwise, yeah, we're going in. Oh. Cool. Right. Let's 10 degrees of flaps in. Let's brighten this up a little bit. There we go. Thanks, Fly Guy. We'll see what happens. Let's dim some of these. Don't want to get too much of a glare. There we go. Oh, the emergency lights. That's the one thing I always miss. It's up here. There we go. Can't have that happening. Yeah. Pushing me back into a building. Let's turn off the APU. And let's get taxi lights ready to go. Oh, that's cool. So press that button there. It's like a test. Oh, cool. Yes. Good. Good. We can get underway again and see what chaos we can cause. There's the gear locking pin. Give us a little wave. Lovely. Looks pretty impressive, that, doesn't it? It's not bad. Those engines are absolutely huge. Right, let's try again. Parking brake comes off. This all feels very familiar. Let's do that. LNAV and VNAV. Flight directors are on. Auto throttle's on. Let's go again. Yeah, I'd agree, Fly Guy. It looks, it's pretty awesome. Except when it decides to turn into a space rocket, but you know, it's beta. If not, if it doesn't work this time, we'll give up and go from there. We'll do a 747 stream at some point as well. I've got the really nice Cargo Lux livery, which looks awesome actually. And it does fly. Well, it didn't try and kill me last time I did it, so let's see. Probably a good time to check that we've strapped the passengers in. We have indeed. Well, it's either going to be a very short stream again, Fly Guy, and I'm going to log off if this doesn't work, but let's see, we're not on Vatsim, so we don't need to do any announcements or anything like that. Let's just try this and see what it does. Ah, I used to live in central Scotland, but I'm actually down south now. I'm near London, so moved down a wee while ago. It still sounded though. Right, let's advance throttles, bit of toga, brace, brace, brace. Scared to rotate. Ooh. Oh, well, okay, we got up in the air, but... uh-oh, uh-oh. Well, that was interesting. I think it's safe to say that it needs to have an update to it. I will post some of this into the Flight Sim forum, and they can have a little look at it. Alright, I think we'll call it quits there. I'll do one during the week with the 747. It tends to behave itself, but yeah. Thanks for coming along, Fly Guy. Sorry it didn't actually go to plan, but you can see that, you know, we try. And yeah, we'll try again soon. That was a turning stall at the best of times. At least this time it didn't have a tail strike, so I managed to keep the nose down for a little bit. But then went down. Alright, have good evenings, guys. We'll catch up soon, and have a good one. Cheers, boys.